Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to the Donkey Kong Country Randomizer. Last time, we did a whole bunch of stuff, figured out where a whole bunch of bonus games and level endings led to, yet we didn't find any bosses, unfortunately. This time, though, hopefully that changes. We did get that clue last time, which was very big, something about Vulture Culture, so we're definitely going to try and make our way there at some point. But hey, if we found another boss along the way, would not even complain. I have not turned off the game since last time, so all of our tokens and such are still intact. And as you can see there, an hour and 30 of gameplay is what we have done so far. So with that, let us begin. Okay, so this brings us to... No, this is the original water level Coral Capers. Okay, I thought that it took us right to Ropey Rampage, but I guess we still have to beat this. And as mentioned previously, whatever happened last time, I mean, I was going to try and make a whole bunch of points in Clam City, and then the game glitched out, and in case you didn't know that secret was there, we got good old Claptrap falling through the floor to help us. And again, I'm just so used to picking up bananas, even though, as said many times, lives in this game do not matter in this ROM hack. It would have been so cool if they had changed that life counter into a death counter. I mean, they probably wouldn't be able to make it triple digits, which, who knows. I wouldn't be surprised if we're kind of getting there right now, just because of so many silly little things happening in ways that you don't really expect by, enemies materializing in and all that. But I'm not going to show too much of the parts that we've already played, and since we've already played Coral Capers and it doesn't really change from play to play, I will be seeing you shortly. Okay, so... am I correct in remembering that Coral Capers leads to Ropey Rampage? I hope I am. Yes. And again, this is another level that I've played many times, have commented over it all sorts of times, and there's not too much to say about it. But one thing I did realize is I was always getting to the end and going to Torchlight Trouble. Should I get... Ramby tokens? No, because again, that's just gonna make us end up here, and I hope that after this point it's not something that's too necessary. Going down leads us to the end of Trick Track Trek, I think, where we have experienced all that there is to experience. Might as well get that, that's not the bonus game, the checkpoints, so many terms just being thrown out all over the place here. But in Torchlight Trouble, if instead of going to the right, I went to the left, I think I probably could have gotten a bonus game there too. I was just so fixated on beating the level and going to the right, because it's funny when you're placed partway through a level, how often do you go from left to from right to left in a video game? Not too often. So then suddenly when you're put into a position where you have to do it, it's just like, what? But okay, wow, that was actually not too bad there. I'm gonna have to edit out when Squawks faces the front of the screen again. No, I was holding down. I wanted to what's it called? I wanted to see if I could break open that wall, but thankfully, since getting that thing, we can do that. I can grab that. There we go. I was holding down and trying to drop the barrel. DK is very awkward when you have to use him to open up secret exits, because you can't just walk into the wall like you can with Diddy. You have to hold down, place the barrel down, and then the door will finally open. So here we have the original minecart level, Minecart Carnage. Do we want to play the level normally, or do we want to jump into the warp, which was, as we have proven, should lead us somewhere different? And that leads us to Millstone Mayhem, the original Aztec level, which we have not yet had the chance to experience. And this is, once again, I think, Reptile Rumble? And we know all about this level. Do I want to experience what happens if we get 3 on-guard tokens? If we don't like it, we can just start and select, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And this leads us to one of the treetop levels again. Is this the one that we've already had a chance to experience a little bit of? Or is this a different one? Yes, because I jumped into that. So it becomes a matter of, like, we have so many options of places that we have yet to check out. I kind of liked that we were doing Ropey Rampage, or, after we got back to Ropey Rampage and we did some things there, I thought maybe we'd check out that a little bit more, but let's see. I'm probably not going to get the checkpoint, because that way if I die, I totally meant to roll there. I feel like I'm rolling and then it's not registering. That's not the first time that's happened in this gameplay session. But that once again gives us a chance to think. So, do I want to do that again? Or let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if I maybe don't go into that bonus game. That's cool. I could use the TNT to defeat that guy. But there's definitely a couple more things worth investigating in this level. That's not a bonus game. That's going to give us the tire, though, which we should hopefully be able to use for some shenanigans coming up here. As long as it doesn't get stuck inside that clam, but if we do a thing like that... Okay, didn't even need the tire to get to that. And that takes us to here. Oh my gosh! Is this... Okay. I believe that this is Vulture Culture. Yes, this is the first forced level of World 3, which is Vulture Culture. And that was totally intentional. Because now, what I want to do is I want to go left. Now that I think those neckies should come back. Can I get over that barrel? No, I'm not. I wonder. Actually, it's really interesting to note, too, that those neckies aren't randomized. Maybe because they realized that you had to use them to get past this part. But can I do a... Oh... So close, because I believe that there is a bonus game at the beginning of this level as well. But we do still need to beat it normally. I wonder, though, if I could do... So close. I'm going to try that one more time. Otherwise, we might unfortunately have to go and do the exit. Nope. That takes us back to the beginning. But maybe we're lucky. And it's not that bonus game near the beginning of the level that leads us to the boss. Okay. So with that said, we still have 2 more opportunities. I believe there's another bonus game coming up here, and we have the end of the level, which we will have the opportunity to check out. Anything we want to see up here? No, for some reason, part of me was thinking that there was a bonus game up there, but no, that doesn't sound right. I think we have one coming a little later on inside a wall, and then we have, yeah, like around here. Let's switch to Diddy, so that we don't botch. No, that's not the right wall. Where's the right wall then? Do a thing like that, and that, and that. Okay, yes, this is the wall. That's what I'm remembering. And thanks, since we have Diddy, should just be able to do this no problem. Is this a boss? Yes! Alright, so after that last part of having like nothing going on, this part, we finally have a boss. And unfortunately, you know, it's something that didn't happen at the end of the last part, but oh well, not too bad. And thanks to Cranky's hint, or else I probably wouldn't have been, you know, so insistent on playing more of Vulture Culture. But thanks to that, we were actually able to find a bonus, or a boss, which is very cool. And this is the Necky fight. Looks like, rather than getting a whole bunch of random enemies all over the place, just kind of get some extra coconuts on screen, which isn't too difficult. Kind of got to avoid that, and as I say that, I get hit. Absolutely wonderful. And why am I not able to hit you? Feels like I should have been getting some hits there. Like, if I go way back... There we go. Yeah, this would definitely be a lot more difficult if there was, like, some zingers and stuff on screen. Okay, so we need to remember that it looks like one of the nuts goes a little bit of a different location. And, okay. So, I like how the coconut comes out of nowhere. It's like Necky's supposed to be shooting the coconut, but there's for some reason no animation for it. Like, oh, whoa, okay. That's a thing that Necky can now do. Okay. And that wasn't even a good angle, and I still got the hit. And that was just me not anticipating that same attack like a million times in a row. Thankfully, though, we get the checkpoint right, you know, at the boss if we die, so not too big of a deal. Don't even need the tire to hit Necky when they're so low. Oh, wow, and then they split in different directions. This is cool. Definitely liking the different attack patterns that we have here. So that's 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. And that was just playing. 4th hit. 5th hit. 6th hit. 7th hit. 8th hit. 9th hit. 10th hit. No! Shoot! Wow, whoa. And why, like, it's not like, you know, my hits from earlier on still count, so your attack pattern is like crazy, even though I feel like there's not really any reason it should be, considering... I mean, I guess it's technically randomized, so it's probably not necessarily, you know, connected to the number of hits. It's just, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Wow, okay, you are just too high for me to get you up there. And that was just some, again, not sure why I did that. And what's it going to be like this time? So this time you're back to being kind of slow, and you kind of, you know, sink into the floor there, it looks like. Me trying to get hit on you there didn't work. And I gotta wait for you to come down, it looks like. Yeah, this is a weird pattern, and now you're not coming back at all. I like the last pattern a lot more, actually. This one, like, it seems like every time I should have a chance to hit you, you're too low for me to do so. Like, look at you just sinking into the floor. Okay, I didn't like that one anyway. Next pattern. 1 hit. I wonder if the number of hits required is also randomized. I mean, I think we had like 10 hits that one time. 2 hits. Confirming, because I know that we had fought other bosses too, where I'm like, you know, is this normally how long this boss goes on for? But, yeah, it seems like even the number of hits can also be randomized. Kind of like the extra strength bosses that you see in Mario World ROM Hack sometimes. Very happy to just be attacked from the middle of the floor there. And see, now that Neki is, you know, that low, it's like, what do I even do here? Okay, then with that, and then by the time I get to you, okay, so very good. So, again. Wow, okay. Okay. Can we do it this time? So, is this the one where it's like 1, and then it's going to be 2? Okay, I like this pattern. So, I'm not going to attempt to hit you when you're so high up, because it seems like more often than not, I'm just going to accidentally smash into your face, which does not benefit me in the slightest. So, okay, a whole bunch of coconuts, going to hit you there. And I'm going to do that. Very neat, though. Overall, Donkey Kong Country 1's strength was definitely not the bosses. So, you know, anything that does anything to mix them up is greatly welcome. And you were just too high. I'm not going to try that, or I wasn't going to, but if I had been able to hit you with invincibility frames, I wouldn't have complained. Okay, got that one. 1, 2, 3. Hit. Does it become a point where I can only do it after 4? Yes, like that. That's it! I feel like I hit you way more times than that in the past. Alright, whatever. That's Neki, everybody. That wasn't my best performance in a boss, but it was a performance, and I guess that's what counts. Alright. Alright. Let us see what we have going on here. I could have gone into DK's house to get a 1-up if there was absolutely any good reason to do that. Okay. Thinking about where the different exits in this level leave. The far right one leads to the boss drum, which we don't need to worry about. Actually, one thing we've never done is gone and seen what happens in a boss room after we've already defeated it. I think that it probably just... Actually, I'm not entirely sure what happens. So we're got Claptrap right in my face. And wow, all the way back there? Okay. I kind of completely forgot that... You know, dying at that point would bring us all the way back to our last checkpoint. I don't think that means we have to refight the boss, thankfully. I would hope that that saves. I would be really disappointed if that didn't save. For some reason, I figured that even dying at that point would just take me back to 1-1, but that was not what happened in the slice. And for some reason, I always think that there's a bonus game there. It's really cool that they were smart enough to not change enemies which are like required to bounce on, such as some of the Nekis in this level. I think that is pretty snazzy. But we can now, you know, experience... I did not get nearly as big of a bump off of Manky Kong there as I was expecting to. So that's sending me down that hole. But we can now find out where the normal exit in this level leads. And who knows? Maybe before long we'll even have our next boss taken care of. It's funny that you don't need the tire if you have a DK. You can just kind of, you know, go into it without his help. Now, I should be able to proceed back, hopefully. I don't think there's anything stopping me from doing that. And, okay, you have fun there, Mincer. There is going to be... Oh, actually, that guy despawned, which is very nice. Here's a TNT barrel. Why the heck not? And where does this one lead to again? It leads to here, which I have pretty thoroughly explored by this point. But let us get the... And we've already done our on-guard token shenanigans. So let us instead go for the regular exit. I think the only token we haven't done at this point is the Winky tokens. And this leads us back to here, where I'm not going to go down. Let's take the regular exit. And that once again brings us back to here. And what happens if we beat this level normally? That's something I still don't think that we have done. I think we've always somehow managed to get ourselves destroyed along the way. I think there is another bonus game in this level, though. Or I might be thinking of a different level. They all start looking the same. And when you're not entering them from the overworld map. Okay, I don't think we've done this before. Okay, and this brings us back to here, which oh yes, and then we jump in there. So we're not going to be doing that. But there is, again, we haven't seen the normal exit of this level, and there's also, this is the, the level I was thinking. There's another bonus game we have not yet reached. I'm not going to be too quick here. Take it nice and easy. So overall, this is going to end up being like Andrew's Express Donkey Kong Country 1 ROM hack. For those who don't feel like me, I don't get it. I rolled into you. What even happened there? Well, I think you all know what it's time for. Alright, back to here again, and wow, somehow actually managed to get a key barrel. Yeah, I was having a lot of trouble getting any extra hits along the way. So the fact that I actually somehow didn't get destroyed is not too bad. Thankfully, with my TV's brightness, I have a very faint outline of where it looks like you can stand. How this will turn out on the video, I'm not sure, but if we do lose light for any kind of point, hopefully I'll still be able to deal with it. It's not like it goes pitch black, which is greatly welcome. So again, a normal exit in this level, and I believe at least one bonus game still, unless there's another one I'm forgetting. But I don't think it should be too bad, and you're the one that can't be destroyed, so, he's indestructible, but he just walked off the edge, and with that checkpoint, we're thankfully, in a position where even if we mess up now, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so there's a thing with this, I believe, we're going to want to deal with, so like that, and if I push this onto you, though I guess, which I didn't do, but oh well, I suppose. And is there a bonus game inside that wall, or am I just, is my mind playing tricks on me again? Perhaps, because there is this one, and I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna get this. It's possible you're supposed to take this further ahead in the level, and I'm just getting it confused. Oh, we'll see. But that mincer kind of destroyed all my plans. Let's see. Where was I supposed to take that? That one was... Oh, wait. Yeah, somewhere around there. I think it was probably supposed to be that. Just getting all thrown out of whack. But one thing I'm thinking now is just where is that last boss going to be? There are places where it would be absolutely awesome if it wasn't. And one of them is Ice Age Alley. There is that one, like I was talking about, I think in the last part, where you have to use Espresso and get him all the way through the level before you can fly to it. And that one is just never fun to try and reach. You can give me any room here to get by. Might have to do a combo bounce thing where I jump on this guy and then get over. There we go. And again, I did miss a bonus game here, but if I happen to, fail, we can always go back and check that. Okay, so this is the second one. This is, Temple Tempest, which I totally flubbed up there. Now, there is a bonus game at the beginning of that level, which we have not yet checked out, which would have been cool to check out. And since we have access to, the checkpoint in this level now, which is very, very nice, I just plan to do all sorts of exploring from here. And I don't mind coming back to here because we had that bonus game that I messed up anyway. So we're just going to kind of proceed on and try and do that. Yeah, so there's the bonus game. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And this leads to here, which, no. Absolutely not. Oh, all these underwater enemies that cannot be defeated by any normal means, all ganging up on me together in an above ground level. Not the most fun thing to have to deal with, but I think we're pretty much at the end here. We've got Diddy, but thankfully he can defeat Clumps. And don't get defeated by the small fish, Diddy. Get that light switch down here, and this should be the end of the level. Okay, well, that's funny, but that's like a level ending, like, trigger, I think, that is then being registered as a random enemy. that would normally never be there. I don't know. That's all sorts of strange, but okay. I think there is one bonus game in this level that we did not get earlier on, so we're definitely going to try and get it now. So that we don't need to worry about it later. Or is it inside this wall? Was I supposed to use the DK barrel to break that wall? That is potentially what happened here. I think we've actually seen this part before, now that I think about it. So, well, it looks like I messed that one up. Absolutely fantastic playing there, Andrew. As long as I'm not remembering incorrectly. No, I think if we get to the checkpoint, we've gone too far. Yes, so with that said, let us do all that again. I like how obviously Manky Kong has like, you know, a farther draw distance kind of thing. So even if you go off screen, he doesn't respawn on like other enemies. And what am I supposed to do in this situation? Can I do that? Thankfully, landing on top of enemies is kind of generous at times in Donkey Kong Country 1. And it's greatly appreciated. But then, you know, you do something silly like that, and it was all irrelevant. You can't bounce on top of the clams. Wow. Like that is something. Wait, I'm actually getting extra lives too because of the consecutive bounces. That is so cool. Obviously something you would never see in the original DKC. Alright, slowly, slowly. Not too slowly, but look at this. Look at this ambush I have waiting for me here. Okay. Alright, so let's be very careful. Is this the DK barrel I need to use to get to the bonus game? Is there a thing? Am I remembering incorrectly? No, okay. I'm not remembering incorrectly. There we go. And this leads me to, wow, of all the places I absolutely did not want to end up. Well, that was a lot of fun. I was probably supposed to bounce off something and then just kind of was sent there instead. Oh, okay. One thing I'm thinking is that this level had that bonus game at the beginning, and I want to go investigate that again. See where I can get to, you know, by using that and all the different places that it would lead. So let us do that. And if we go into here, we come back here, and this is a, you know, a whole other can of worms. But I think we were making some interesting progress while here, so I'm not going to complain. I'm going to get the checkpoint, and we're once again going to start exploring from this level, hoping that we can find something decent. And wow, that was just all sorts of fun. Alright, finally! Back at this bonus game here. No, it brings us to here, and perhaps this brings us to Minecart Carnage? No, that brings us to here! And what did I do the last time? I think the last time I was at W3, I went into the plane, so I'm gonna back out this time. And that brings me to Trick Track... Darn you, dynamic enemy randomization! Darn you! I think that was Platform Peril, which doesn't really help, because I think I've done all of the bonus games in that level. Wow. What a game. What a game. As a kid, I didn't know that you could jump through the rails, so I was like, how do you get that? But no, I mean, it's actually very obvious. This time, why don't we... Actually, no, that brings us here. And there's that. I know there was another way that we got to earlier in this level where I went into the Winky door. Let's try the plane this time. No, why did I think that this brought us to Minecart Carnage? That's weird. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play... No, because we experienced 2 of the levels later on. I was sure that there was another bonus game in this level. I feel like I could potentially just be having a brain derp, but we're going to investigate anyway. So if I get you, like, and then if we jump across, isn't there something? Do a thing like, how am I supposed to beat that? Okay. Much better. It is really funny. Like, sometimes it really messes you up, but it's funny how you can go off screen and then come back. And then the enemies are different. Whoa. I bounced off that thing and then right into the hole. And then, hey, familiar scenery once again. Alright, let's try this one again. I feel like I'm stuck in a corner of the game that's not helping me out too much. I think that I need to get to some other levels that I haven't really messed around with too much. And then, you know, jump right into that guy. Just for good measure. So I think we're going to start, you know, I can't keep playing Minecart Madness. Getting all the way to that end and then replaying it. I'm just not getting, you know, a good feeling from that area. I don't think that's where we need to go. So I'm going to keep visiting Cranky there. Heading back to Winky's Walkway. And hopefully I can figure out something from there. Thanks, game. It's really funny knowing that I can bounce on those guys now, because I used to think they were just one gigantic kind of hitbox. That's right, I never did succeed in getting this one, and if I can defeat enemies, we know now that they actually don't come back. So what I should do is I should keep loading them in until they're ones that I can defeat, and then we can... Oh, I wasn't high enough. I might have just messed this up then. Actually, this is now the perfect chance to try and do this, and it's probably the time I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. Barrel, jump over. As a kid, I didn't think to try, you know, defeat everything ahead of time, so this was always very difficult. Where is this going to go? All right, and it looks like we're back. Okay. Am I totally forgetting? I apologize if we've done this and I just totally forgot. It's been a long randomizer, people. There is a lot of different, you know, interconnections to remember. Did we ever actually beat this level the proper way, though? Part of me thinks I fell off the edge and we didn't. But again, that could just be another, you know, one of Andrew's crazy fables, you know, materialized due to the fact that this is a very long thing. Actually, no, that was the beginning? I thought that was the platform near the end, but I guess that makes some sense. We've definitely never beaten this level then. The problem is once I go into that star barrel, we can't go back. That's it. I'm going to beat this level and see where it leads. Unfortunately, it means we're going to have not have access to either of the 2 bonus games in this level, but it's better than just being stuck somewhere that I've been a million times. I have seen enough Minecart Madness for my whole life. You have no idea. You know, combine that with the things I'm probably going to cut out, and I've just played a lot of Minecart Madness. Okay, that was awesome. And that, okay, this is familiar again. I don't think we ever beat this level, though, and I was afraid of being hit by an indestructible enemy out of water, so I destroyed myself instead. Can never say that I, you know, didn't do my job in saving the environment. Alright, let's try this again. Please do not send me on to an enemy that's going to hurt me. Like, it has very, very high likelihood, you know, that's something that's going to happen. You're not going to land on a good enemy. But okay, there we go. The trick is go off screen until everything you don't like has disappeared. Oh wow, we're a lot closer to the sorry about that. We're a lot closer to the end of that level than I expected. Then we're back to Manic Minsters again. And then we're back here again. And this is the same level that I just you know, was in. And then this leads to here. And I've never beat... No, but I did. I could swear that we've seen the end of this level. I remember riding that platform down and getting the bonus exit. But did we do the regular exit? I don't remember, but I'm going to be doing this one anyway just because I don't feel like playing through platform peril. I almost went right into that guy and we know what happens. Have you tried saving your game yet? To do that, visit Candy. Have you noticed? You can see... Yes, okay. So we read that note. And then I went into that barrel. I don't think we've played the rest of this level. There's also a warp barrel directly above us. that there's normally supposed to be a tire for you to get to. Okay, I still did it. Welcome to Funky 1. I was gonna say Flunky's Flights. It's been one of those days. For all we know, one of these could lead to a boss right now. And that would blow my mind. I have to do it. I have to jump into the barrel. And that actually just leads us farther ahead in the same level. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, regardless, there's things for us to still explore in here. I would have loved to have gotten the checkpoint. I probably could have gone back and done that, but I've botched it now. But okay, so we have some ideas on some places to check. That's true. I haven't really been doing a very good job. Oh, wow, okay, never mind. That was the earlier bonus exit. I will be happily getting the checkpoint later on, though. Actually, that means I probably could have gone back and checked out where the other funky exit went. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I do need to remember, you know, which funkies I have done both exits in, which ones I haven't. There's still lots of things to be checked in that regard, but for the meantime, where does this go? And this is not looking like somewhere I probably want to be. So we're going to start select and return to here and see where the normal exit takes us. Actually, there might still be one more bonus game in this level. Does this level have 3 bonus games, or again, am I getting it mixed up with another treetop level? We'll see when we get there. Otherwise, though, this level, it's hard when you're a kid, but when you're, you know, have more Donkey Kong Country experience, the timing is not too difficult to get down. Compared to things that you see in ROM hacks and such, no big deal. This is the weird one. You have to remember not to just, you know, jump into that immediately and wait for the appropriate time. But, like, that's not hard, that's not hard, that's not difficult. Nothing difficult about that. Thankfully, that anime wasn't randomized, and the one thing that killed me was the thing that should have been the simplest. Okay, so we don't want an espresso token. There's some bananas hidden there, apparently. And do we want to go in here? Now we're at W4. And to this point, I think there was that one time I didn't check the barrel, but you have to check the barrel. Wow. No, thank you. There are other options here I will be much gladder to investigate than one that takes us all the way back to the first level again. Alright, this time, see you later, Funky. And that brings us... How many times am I going to end up in that level? Can I head backwards from here? Probably not, huh? Would have been so great to see where that other Funky ended in... what's it called? In this level that I got to, the W1. So I guess the only thing we have to do is then beat this level, go back to the on-off switch level, once again go back to the minecart level, and work our way back to another place that we haven't been. Okay, but again, we're definitely figuring out places that we don't want to go, and that's not a bad thing to know. As much as I hate to say it, I think I am going to be putting up the white flag for today. With all the effort I'm putting in, we don't even know if we're going in the right direction. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to say is I've actually been recording for an hour since I started recording this, this part. Which, if it's going to be broken up into, one exact part, there's probably going to be a lot of time, me talking and stuff to take out. So it wouldn't surprise me if that is how it ends up. But, yeah, basically, can you be killed by Winky? Yes, you can. Very nice. We still have a lot more investigating to do, and I don't even know if I'm in the right, area where I should be doing it. So I think what we need to do is we need to visit Candy, we need to save. I am probably going to review some of the footage that I have recorded at this point, like 72%. I don't know if that's just in randomizer terms, or if literally it's still calculating 1% for every single time we enter a bonus game. So that's just how much of the game we have actually covered. It's insane. So yeah. I'm going to get this all edited together. I'm going to rack my brain, look at the footage, think where should we head next? And next time, that's what we're going to be doing. So thanks for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed this crazy thing. Hopefully, even though progress isn't as, plentiful as it was in the first, 30 minutes of it, hopefully you're still having fun. And I hope to see you next time for more. So thanks and see you later.